It's a crucial time of year. There's a hint of autumn in the trees. European Tour Q School is well underway. There are Challenge Tour spots to fight for. And for those outside the top 60, this week is particularly important. Do well here and they'll qualify for the end of season finale. This is the penultimate event. Welcome to the Clipper Logistics Championship. Boom. This is how things stand. For the top 5, it's about consolidation and continuing to add as much money as possible to their season earnings. George Woolgar can't slip out of the top 5 and as a result has secured the first Challenge Tour card. For those below, whilst encouraging, there's still work to be done. Drop down 50 or so places and we see how close the battle is for the top 60, with just over 1,000 separating 60th and 79th. And with an increased prize fund on offer at Prince's, the incentive is certainly there to finish the season on a high. Well, the anticipation building ahead of the final day's golf. A smattering of celebrities have come down to watch here in Leeds, including Jeffrey Boycott, who's behind me here, likes to play here every once in a while. On the EuroPro Tour, we do like to keep tabs on our former graduates as well. And recently, Tyrrell Hatton and Duncan Stewart finished tied second in Kazakhstan on the Challenge Tour. Great result for them, and particularly for Stewart, who is now in the top 15 on the standings for the Challenge Tour and could qualify for the European Tour. Just goes to show what can be done on this tour. But back to the current crop, who are following in the footsteps of major winners. Ballesteros, Player and Norman have all featured here on this course at Moor Allerton Golf Club. And Howard Clark and Peter Allis are former playing pros. Now that's what I call name dropping. Well, this place is a bit special. It's a former European Tour venue and was designed by the renowned course architect Robert Trent Jones Sr. In fact, it was his first course in the UK and it opened in 1970. It is a parkland course, modern and American in style, as you'd expect from the prolific architect, with his trademark shallow bunkers, large teeing areas, wide fairways, lakes and large heavily contoured greens. Moor Allerton is certainly typical of his work. It regularly ranks amongst the top 100 courses in the UK and is definitely one of the finest in Yorkshire. This is a golf-rich county. And here's a bit of a stat for you. 5 of the winners on the EuroPro Tour this season have been from Yorkshire. Could we have a 6th today? Well, it was overnight leader Ryan O'Neill's birthday yesterday and he shot his best round of the year. It's not his birthday today. Can he do as well? He definitely needs a good score to qualify for the Tour Championships. Let's see how he gets on with your commentators John Morgan and Richard Kaufman.
Well, this is how the leaderboard looks. 5 of the top 10 previous winners on the EuroPro Tour, with the current number 1 on the Order of Merit, George Woolgar, in the hunt for a 3rd victory of the season. Ryan O'Neill, though, then, with that 3-shot lead heading into the final round after his superb second day 65. John, it's a terrific course, terrific layout. Ryan O'Neill is going to have the heat put on him, and he's got some players in good form in recent weeks breathing down his shoulder. One of those looking to make some headway. First tee, Billy Hemstock.
This guy's been knocking on the door a little bit on and off all season. I think it's only a matter of time until he grabs himself a little win.
Terrific drive. He's actually been in a bit of poor form recent weeks, missed the last 2 cuts on the EuroPro Tour, but all the pressure really on this man. I mean, how do you go out there today knowing you've got a 3-shot lead?
Well, the thing is, you played the first 2 rounds real great. I mean, look, averaging 5 under every round to get to 10, and he's obviously on a, you know, rich vein of form. I mean, just trust it, believe it, you know, just go with the flow.
A little bit fortunate to avoid the bunker there. I hope he didn't have too many birthday drinks last night. A nice early night.
Yeah.
Now
Nice little wee dram would do the trick, I reckon.
Now here's an informed player.
Well, this guy is, I mean, for me, he's grown so much this season. I mean, he's playing some fantastic golf. Even his bad rounds seem to, you know, to come off quite nicely, you know. I mean, everything's going his way.
Just birdied the second as well, George Walgar, so he's up to 7 under par. Tim Rice, who won back on the EuroPro Tour in 2004 in Portugal. Come close again this season as well.
Yeah, well, I like Tim's idea and philosophy of the game. He works hard at it, and he's a great player. He gets a lot out of it. He really does.
Just avoided the bunkers at this opening hole. 450 yards. Decent lie for Ryan here.
Yeah, you're really dropping down onto this green. It's way below you. Really inviting shot to have.
Now there's a nerve settler.
That'll do the trick. Now can he capitalise now in perfect position? Probably got a sand iron in his hand, no more than that. And these greens are not doing a lot. Ooh, who's going to get the read? Oh, I think the leader's going to get the best read there.
But a very good start from the pair in the final group. Walgar looking for back-to-back birdies to get himself within 2 shots of the lead and to second place on his own.
The thing is, with these leaders as well, they don't want to be seeing Walgar, you know, flying through the field, grabbing loads of birdies, because they know what he's capable of.
The winner of the Sweet Spot Classic and the WPT Championship. Although he dropped, what was it, 4 shots in the final 3 holes at the WPT, came through a playoff.
Yeah, he definitely faltered, a little stumble there, but yeah, the guy's seriously good. Look at this for a break. Massive left to right turn. Come on. Oh, that was a nice putt though. I could easily get away from you if you're not careful.
Well, he's left himself a bit of work here, Walgar.
But this is what he practices on so much. I mean, you've seen him there, just keeping his head dead still, letting the blade just go past him. Yeah, he's class act.
Well, Walgar missed the opportunity to get to 8 under. But Henstock doesn't. Excellent start and gets himself to within 2.
I tell you what, that's massive. I could really now. Well, this asks the big question to Mr. O'Neill. Can he follow him in? Oh, confident walk.
On the walk.
Oh, look at them biceps. That dude's been working out.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, punch that baby in the hole.
So he's 3 shots clear still. Up to 11 under par. Rory McGee, who was in a share of the lead after the first round, won the first stage of the European Tour qualifying score a few weeks ago as well, Wychwood Park, so he's in good form. Now this is the first of the par 3s on the course, and earlier on today John went and had a look.
Here we are at the 4th, par 3, as you can see, absolutely stunning, and obviously autumn is in full flow, beautiful colours in the trees there. Now it's very tight in there. If you went to hit your golf shot on this one, it'd come above the trees and the wind can affect it either way. Now the biggest problem is this green. It slopes from back to front, very, very severe. Now, pin position, final day is going to be right here. If you go over clubbing, you're going to run through and you're going to be in a dreadful position right here. Now, it looks easy. It looks simple, doesn't it? But look at this. I'm not going to have to do much. Little chip, one-handed. I'm only going to pitch it just on the front edge of the green. What's this, baby? What's that? Oh. Stop, ball, come on. Now that is pretty much where you want to be off the tee. You don't want to be long, you need to be short. I know that's quite a long way short, but anything there is okay. You've got a decent chance of holding it for a 2, and it's an easy 2-putt for a par. And as you come forward, you see the bunker right at the front edge of the green, you know, lurking. It can all spin back down into there. I mean, I was kind of lucky, I just held on there, but get your par, you're going to be happy.
Well, George Walgar looking for that par 3. Does look a very tricky green, John.
Yeah, the green, you don't know it until you're actually on it. And even when you're on it, you don't think it's that severe. It's not until you actually start to roll a few balls and you can actually see yourself. It's unbelievable. I mean, Mr. Woolgar there has left himself probably a region of a break of about 5, 6, 7 foot. I mean, it's so extreme.
Rory McGee, couple of pars to start his round.
I mean, even at the beginning of the week, they were running 12 on the stimp, and they had to slow them up to about 10.5 because the slope of the greens couldn't take it.
Been a wonderfully consistent season from Stiggy Hodgson. 16th on the order of merit without winning. Hasn't missed
Look at
a
this.
single cut, but there you go.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
I tell you what, that makes you look silly, doesn't it, unfortunately? Even though I mean, he's just lacked it a little bit.
See the caddy laughing as as the ball rolled down.
He's probably thought, I can do that.
Well, talking of consistent seasons, as I was talking with Stiggy, Daniel Gavins, bogey on the second, and a poor tee shot meant he had to lay up here at the 5th hole.
Well, I watched this man earlier on in the week, and I can't believe the distance he's hitting his irons. He is hitting it absolutely miles.
Yeah, there'll be a lot supporting Daniel today, one of the local lads.
Oh, he's a bit worried about that one. Rightly so. He's just watched his fellow friend hit it 15 foot away.
You don't blame him for being short. Now Gavin's after having to lay up. Winner of the HotelPlanner.com Championship at Dale Hill.
Oh, he's got some spin there.
Get
Come
in.
on, go on then.
Oh my goodness.
What a crowd pleaser.
Well, given his tee shot, if you'd have told him he'll walk off with an eagle 3, he'd have laughed at you. But,
Yeah, he would have. Yeah.
well, bogey at the 2nd, eagle at the 5th, and he's 1 under for the day.
Man, that was a glorious shot.
And how about that for a 2-putt from Stiggy Hodgson?
That's what you get. That's composure. That's what you get when you're a top pro as well. You're able to really focus and not give up on that next shot. But look at this. Mr. Gavin, sir, how good is that?
Well, isn't it great? We've got Woolgar up there, 1st on the order of merit. This man's 2nd on the order of merit. And they're right in the hunt for the Clipper Logistics Championship title. Superstar from Ryan O'Neill as well. Birdie at the 1st, par at the 2nd, 11 under par, and he still leads by 3 shots. Let's catch up with Tony, who's chatting to a man in the know here at Moor Allerton.
It's a beautiful spot. We've been out and about the course this morning looking at some of the holes. It's in great condition, but it does look tough.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, this week the wind's not played as big a factor as normal, but it's all. I mean, it's very much of an American golf course, so your iron plays a big part of it. If you miss it on the wrong side of the hole, you're going to know about it with your putter.
Today is such an important day for these pros, though. This is the penultimate event. Those outside the top 60 need to play really well today to get to the Tour Championship. You're the head pro here.
Yeah.
You've got the inside knowledge. What is your one tip for those playing today who really need to turn into a good performance?
Well, you just got to keep it solid. You know, don't go for the crazy score. I think just hole out well. I mean, that's the big thing. Just keep that putter working.
It's easy said than done, though. Hole out well.
Well, yeah, but just try and keep that putter working. I think don't get down if you miss an early putt. Putt early doors.
Welcome back to Moor Allerton. Earlier in the week, John played the first par 5 on the course, and here's what happened.
Well, here we are, guys. Mighty 5th, par 5, 490. Shows you, hasn't got to be long to be good. Just get a butcher's of this. As you look down a fairway, the severity of the slope coming in from right to left, all the way down in towards the water, thick bunday on the right. You're not going to be able to get it out of there if you go in there. I'm going to play this one from start to finish. So, guys, I play with a draw and I need to fade it. So, here we go. Come on, baby. Nice little fade. It's not easy. And I tell you what, I think he might be all right. Thank you. Well, guys, I've ripped my drive, nice little fade. I've landed in the middle of the fairway. What can I say? I'm 15 yards short of the pond there on the left-hand side, which I'm really happy. I've hit it in the region of about 295 yards. Pretty happy with that one. So anyway, now I'm left with about 210 yards to this flag. Water on the left, I've got the ball above my feet, which is going to make me want to go that way. There's no trouble down this right hand side apart from tall high trees. Now if I can dodge those, hug it a little bit, play with my draw and send it towards the back of the green, land it soft and hopefully give myself a good try at an eagle putt. But this is a cracking hole and hopefully I can do it justice. But here we go. Tall, strong, confident, come on. Come on, baby. Hook. I tell you what, that ain't bad at all. All right, guys, well, here, I've hit my second shot away. I bailed out, didn't hit it great. Bottomy, lefty, came out to the right. You know, I've left myself like a 60, 70 footer. As you can see, water all into play, wraps round on the left-hand side, 2 bunkers as usual, and it's uphill putt, big sweeping right to left, up by the pin as well. But I've got to give this a right old wallop. Here we go. Now, I've given that a right old clout. Go, ball. Go, get up on the... Go on. I tell you what, I'd be happy with that. That crowd goes wild. I use the old claw grip. Bit of the old Chris DeMarco. This is to finish with my birdie. Bit of right to left. Slotted. Pins in though. 2-shot penalty. Walked away with a 6. Damn it! Damn it!
Very good, John. You know what? Watching you play, of course, you know you've been in a playoff on the PGA Tour. You've won on this tour. When are we going to see you back out competing?
Maybe one day, but with that attitude, it looks like he's, you know, a few sandwiches short of a picnic. You know what I mean?
Well, you should know. Not the ideal tee shot. Oh my goodness. Well, that's the danger you're talking about on this hole. Woolgar has found it on the tee, off the tee rather, at the par 5.
I mean, that's what can happen to you on that hole. It is, you know, it's a really, really tough par 5. But look at this.
Oh
now that is doom.
Oh my goodness, the leader, Ryan O'Neill, in trouble. Hemstock with a chance to pounce.
He's going to have to hope that has caught the bunker. But can Hemstock capitalise on an error? I tell you what, he'd be happy with that. I mean, he'd be a little bit cautious because he's just seen O'Neill drag it left and thought, I don't want to do the same.
It really is an excellent course, isn't it? You can see there are birdie chances out there. We've seen some low scores, but there are plenty of issues to deal with as well.
It's also a great course for the public to watch. It's very easy to see a lot of golf around a course like this.
Well, Rory did what you suggested, below the hole.
Yeah, that's a good play. Right, Stiggy, come on, mate.
Yeah, safely on the fairway.
He has jumped all over that. Come on, he's saying squeeze it left, come on. And that is a cracking shot. That's a great play.
Well, he's not the biggest hitter. I know it's not the longest par 5, but that's 2 big blows for him, Stiggy Hodgson, there to get up hole high.
Yeah, it was everything he's got in his locker there and more.
Now Ryan, is he going to be able to play this? I think he is, you know. We can't see him. There he is, just saw his club.
He was just in the bunker, so he's got a bit fortunate there. If he was just a little bit further, it'd have missed it and gone into real thick, heavy trees. It would have been a different story.
So Woolgar off the tee after finding the trouble, had to take a drop. This is his 4th shot now at the par 5.
Bit of spin. Oh, that's played lovely. Now the Gavins. Oh, not quite.
But still could come away with a par.
He's done very well to get this spin because the greens are quite soft. Sometimes when it's so soft, the ball actually comes in and it kills the spin. It's very hard to generate it, but my goodness, did he get a lot there.
Very solid par that's going to be for Billy Hemstock. Really important week, isn't it, for the players? Obviously looking to get into that top 5 ahead of the final event, the Tour Championship at Prince's, and obviously getting into that top 60. I think the difference between 60th and 61st last year was 2 pence.
Oh my goodness, that'd make you, oh crikey.
And I think the end between getting your Challenge Tour card and not was only about 20 odd pounds as well, wasn't it?
I tell you what, that would be, you know, leave a nasty taste in your mouth if you missed it by 2 pence, but I mean, that is what it's all about.
Well, first blemish on the card for our leader Ryan O'Neill, so he slips back to where he started the day, 10 under par. Been a very good rookie year for this man, and as I say that, he misses a short putt, so Payne drops back.
I blame you on that one, Richard. Give him the jinx.
Woolgar looking to avoid a step back here.
You can be really strong with those putts straight up the hill. Take those all day long.
Well, that's what can happen. You know, Woolgar's stepping off with a 6. Hodgson's got a chance here to walk away with a 3.
Well, Stingy's just unfortunately whacked it 15-foot by on the previous hole on the 4th, and now he's left with another downhiller fast, and he's going to be really tentative over this one. Won't want to do the same again. And I tell you what, you learn from your mistakes. That was a good putt.
Well, hopefully that will be a birdie for Stiggy Hodgson. Dropped a shot at the 2nd, so that will get him back to where he started the day. 6 under par.
That'll feel like an eagle. I mean, he's just over 15-footer to safe par on the 4th, and then come there and, you know, just a great birdie.
2nd place, 2 back. And stock on the 4th tee.
Bit out to the right. Is it coming back for him? Perfect position. Nice uphiller right to left. Be able to give that a good old go.
Well, it's a massive day for Ryan O'Neill. 93rd on the order of merit, so way outside that top 60. Top 5 would guarantee him, I think, a place at the Tour Championship, a win. Well, we're rocking him up there. That's a good reaction, isn't it, to the drop shot at the last?
It is, but he little shake of the head there. That says he knows he's gone past the flag, and he knows what a treacherous putt that is. Oh, that's headed towards the trees. Oh, look at this. Anything can happen. And I tell you what, one lucky boy there. Very lucky.
Yeah, really could have gone anywhere, and he's on the fairway.
No, he's got every chance to get there in 2 now. That's just what it's all about.
Steady.
Look at this. Look at this.
Steady. Yeah, good putt.
At least he give it a go. Little tap in.
Here's Marcus Armitage, winner at Cronkerwood in Ireland. Another in the running for the Rookie of the Year.
Well, this guy has some serious game. He's very aggressive. He likes to take everything on. You know, it's a do or die attitude. And look at this. I mean, using the contours, the old Robert Trent Jones signature.
Lovely putt, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Very good indeed.
So that should be a par for O'Neill. He'll stay 10 under.
He's aiming down the right here. He's going to wrap this one over. Oh, no, that is...
He's in the trees again, isn't he?
Woodland.
Can he get away with it again?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I tell you what. When it's your day, it's your day. Yeah, mate, just keep smiling. Keep walking.
Armitage with a chance to get to 5 under par. It was his first EuroPro event of the season when he did win it in Ireland.
He thought he missed it. Well, here we go. Sensible play.
Interesting going with an iron off the tee.
It doesn't surprise me though, Richard. I mean, it is very tight down there, and when you're hugging a kind of lead, or you're right up at the top, you know, and if you're going to admit to yourself that it's going to be a 3-shotter, there's no need for the driver. I mean, here we go though. O'Neill, totally different scenario. You know, he's going for it. Now, I tell you what, that's hanging a bit right. That looks good to me. And that is an absolute cracker. Look at that. That's a beast. Going in there with no more than a, 6, 5, 4 iron, somewhere around there. I mean, and with his power, very easily capable of an eagle.
Oh, McGee's left himself an awkward putt for par, hasn't he?
Mr. Gavins, can he hold another wedgie?
Well, you normally only do that once in a round. Hang on.
Look at this. But this is the name of the game.
Well, eagle 5, birdied 6, and, well, it looks like he's going to birdie 7 as well.
I have no know what an eagle this would be. Oh, my goodness. Go, ball, go. Oh, that's a He's not going to be happy with that. That's a poor putt by his standards.
Well, it's been some year for Marcus Armitage. He got done for drink driving early in the year, said it changed his whole attitude. Obviously banned for driving. His dad takes him to the golf course. He's there for 12 hours a day. Practice, practice, practice. He said it's completely changed his attitude to the game and his attitude to life in general. Got into the wrong crowd, but he's turned it around. Wonderful story in the end.
Yeah, that's very good. Stay off the baby shams. That's what I say.
Found the water with his second here, and it's turning into a nasty hole for McGee.
It's amazing to see these putter grips as well. Just long putter grips.
That's a double bogey.
Is it? I mean, he came out of the trees. He was the one that had the lucky bounce off the tree.
Second went in the water.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
And then he's three putted as well.
Yeah, that's not a good score, especially when you're in position A off the tee.
But one off the trees here could be for birdie. And it is. That is a massive bonus.
That is. Hopefully he doesn't moan about the rest of his round if he misses a putt here or there. You've got to look back at those and think, well, can't you lucky stars?
It's a great drive, wasn't it, from Ryan O'Neill?
And that sounded like a great strike as well, Richard.
Couldn't have placed it any better, and look at that. Two excellent shots.
Yeah, that's quality, that is. Absolute top drawer.
Well, he looks very much in control. I know it's the early part of his round, but this man, though, is on fire. He's just gone eagle birdie, and there's another birdie. And Daniel Gavins is having a sensational year. One win, lost in the playoff, of course, last time out.
It's a great fight for Gavins as well. I mean, he knows he deserves a win. He's been playing such great golf. And this man as well, though, is just on a serious rich vein of form.
Yeah, Armitage with 3 birdies in his last 4 holes gets to 6 under par. Trying to put some heat on the leaders.
Well, Hemstock's going to have to do something. 2 great hits from O'Neill. Going to have to put one in there. Don't spin too much. Stay away from that water. Ooh.
Heart in mouth moment now.
Yes.
George Woolgar. Bogeyed 5 and bogeyed 6 as well. So looking to bounce back. We've seen a few able to attack this pin and using the contours as well.
Getting down onto nice level ground there. That'll leave him quite a nice simple putt. Straight right to left it.
It is so important, isn't it, to be on the right side of the hole on these greens.
Oh, it is massively. I mean, Robert Trent Jones is all about quite severe slopes. And there's a pure example. Nice big slope, big windy right to left there, and he's slotted that baby in.
Well, Hemstock, second birdie of the day. And the lead is down to just 1 right now, but of course we know there's an eagle putt coming up for the leader.
The thing is, that sends a great message, though. Sends a great message to O'Neill. You know, I'm not going anywhere. You know, I'm going to keep pulling these shots out the bag.
Good response from Woolgar after those back-to-back bogeys. He's back to level par for the day now. O'Neill.
God, look at that. He's just blown on it. It's just running and running and running. Slow down.
Couldn't stop it short of the hole, could you?
No, no way.
Good to see some decent crowds out watching as well.
There's some great golf being played. Why not get out there and have a good little butchers and see what's going on, get inspired. You know, these guys are playing some great golf.
And there's been a couple of good rounds already, hasn't there? Dave Copeland, 4th on the Order of Merit, in with a 66. 6 under par, as is James Hepworth after a 65. But it's Ryan O'Neill who leads the Clipper Logistics Championship at Moor Allerton. His 2-shot advantage over Billy Hemstock.
I'm chatting with Ryan O'Neill, who's sitting pretty at 10 under par. Ryan, what's been the key to that magnificent total so far?
I'd have to say my putter. Yeah, putting's been really good first 2 days, so hopefully it continues. Because the greens are tricky. There's a few slopes on there, so if you can sort of get on the right side with your shots into the green, hopefully be a bit more aggressive with your putts. So that's definitely been the key so far.
It's been a difficult season so far. Were you expecting such a good performance this week?
I always come into sort of tournaments, well, more often than not, coming in thinking I'm going to do okay in them, but it sometimes doesn't happen that way, and you can feel good about your game, but there's something doesn't click or things like that. But I mean, I feel as though I'm working the right things towards it. So,
and I believe in your younger days you used to play football to quite a high level. Can you tell us a bit about that, please?
yeah, I mean, I used to play a little bit. I was on the books at Wigan Athletic up to the age of 16, and then sort of when I got released from there, I took golf up quite seriously. So that's basically it. I mean, I used to enjoy the football, but I used to prefer rugby at the time. But I'm glad I chose golf. It's sort of far exceeds the two sports for me. So
you're going to be in one of the last groups out in the final round. Is the pressure of being in contention something that you're relishing?
Yeah, definitely. It's why we play the game. We've got to sort of get ourselves up there and try and get in the best position we can in order to win the tournaments. If we're not here to win, then there's no point even sort of teeing it up. So that little buzz that you get on the first tee is going to be good.
So are you looking forward to playing under the gaze of the cameras tomorrow?
Yeah, why not? Again, it just sort of, it's part and parcel of moving up in the game. If you want to be looking to sort of getting on tour and that sort of thing, it's something you've got to get used to. So why not?
How aware are you of the fact that you need a good finish to get into the Tour Championship at Prince's?
Oh, I'm aware of it. Yeah, I know I need a really good finish because the season's not gone to plan as yet. So, but I've done the maths and it's still doable. So we'll just have to wait and see. Just hope hope the putter keeps working. So.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Ryan, and let's hope you can secure that top 5 finish that will get you to the Tour Championships.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Clipper Logistics Championship here at the prestigious Moor Allerton Golf Club in Leeds. Daniel Gavins has picked up 4 shots in his last 3 holes, and here is the Yorkshireman on home territory at the par 3/8.
Well, here we go. Early on in the week, I see him with an 8-iron in his hand, and he flew it way over the green. But he chipped it in for a nice little juicy 2. I'm sure that's a nice little 9-iron there. Nice easy one. Left himself a simple putt.
Been a really good year for Greg Payne. Not easy coming onto the EuroPro Tour first year and producing the results. At the WPT Championship, the Oxfordshire went 36 holes, the final 36 holes, without a single drop shot, finished 3rd there.
Yeah, that's great composure. Good head on young shoulders. That's what you need.
Well, this man's done some growing up this year, and his golf game is getting the results.
Yeah, he's got a good little swagger going on there. He's feeling the love, that's for sure. This man has left himself a monster putt. All about the pace. Get it level, get up, get up.
Brilliant. And he'll take that.
He would. He's a little bit of work, but he's not left himself a hard putt. Straight up the hill. Not a problem.
Just to keep the run going. Had a chance, didn't it? He's capable of shooting low scores, isn't he? And of course, he shot that final round 63 to win by 3 at Dale Hill.
Yeah,
so,
well,
I mean, he needs a similar kind of score, you'd have thought, today as well, given where the lead is right now, 11 under.
Where he started to go, put it past him to keep it going, all those birdies, but that was an atrocious pull. Just seen him just pull it round himself. Ooh, and that just grabbed hold of the hole as well.
Second bogey of the day for Greg Payne. And this is the 9th hole where earlier on today, John tried something a little bit different.
Here we are at the tip of the 9th green. Robert Trent Jones Sr. is very, very craziest, you could say. Back in his heyday, he has made an absolute unbelievable green. This is 3 tiers, like you can see. I can't even see if the pin was back left. I wouldn't be even able to see the bottom of the pin. I mean, beautiful bunkers, beautiful water features. I mean, majority of the golf course are kind of based around this kind of idea and style that he brings to the game of golf. I mean, and he is a legend in his own right in the way of designing golf courses. And here I am to try and demonstrate how severe the slopes and everything can be. I mean, this hole, for instance, is a, you know, mid 300 range, and you're hitting a long iron off the tee, coming in here with about a sand iron or a pitching wedge. And now I'm left with a dodgy little shot. I've come in with a bit too much club, and now I'm left with a, well, I don't know what to do. I mean, do you come down this way, or do you do it the other way? I mean, I'm looking at him thinking, could I lob it back over my head, Mickelson style? Well, I'm thinking, come on then, let's have a go. Let's see if I can do it. And there it is. Let's see where this goes. If it goes in, I'm going to go potty. I tell you what, solid up and down. What a par. What can I say? Genius.
You're just showing off now, aren't you?
Well, you know, I just fancied it. You know, when you got it in you, you just fancy one. You know, I couldn't resist it.
I'm surprised it didn't go in. Gavin's was obviously hole 1 or 2 today. Couple of pars after that eagle birdie blitz for him. Ryan O'Neill now at the 7th, just dropped a shot at 6, so his lead down to 1 from Billy Hemstock, who's at 9 under.
Ooh, and I tell you what, the way this green is, it's going to be a tough chip. Not much green to work with.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few birdies at this 7th hole, haven't we? If you get it in a certain area, there's a good chance to feed it down to the hole. He's missed out there as O'Neill.
I mean, this is... Tell you what, he's happy with that one. If you missed that left and you stayed up on that bank, oh my goodness, you left yourself with a nightmare putt. But miss it right, you left yourself a nightmare chip. You can't win either way. You've got to make sure you bang it on the button.
Well, McGee slipping out of contention, that might help him.
Oh, that was a glorious shot, straight at the stick. I bet he thought he had it then.
Gavin's now heading for home.
Just come out of that a little bit, dug in deep. Hopefully that's... Sit down. Oh, great control, great control.
You can see he's got as much rough to go over as he's got green to work with.
Just caught that fringe, need to lob that on. These greens are quite soft. I mean, you're allowed to do it. It will let you do it. Just a bit more height, just trajectory.
He needs this, McGee. 3 shots gone today already. Oh, it's been that kind of day, I'm afraid, for Rory McGee.
Just lost his way a little bit on the greens. Just, it happens, you know, you miss a couple and then you're constantly fighting it. You're guessing your lines, you're not so, you know, black and white and clear on it all. It's a bit scatty.
This for a share of the lead.
Give it a good run, fair play.
Gavin's to try and get even closer to the top.
Start his birdie run again, can he?
He
can indeed.
Well, the leader's actually got a tough putt coming up for par. We could have a 3-way share of the lead in a minute. This has to go in from O'Neill. Otherwise, Hemstock, O'Neill and Gavin's will all be at 9 under.
This will be a very impressive save. When he's got it, that's a great putt. Momentum kept with him there. Needed it.
First look at Robert Harris, who's 4 under for the round. 62nd on the order of merit, so this was just the kind of final day he was looking for to get into that top 60.
Yeah, you get some people that really excel in, you know, real awkward situations in the game of golf, and this guy is obviously bringing it out today.
Yeah, just 1 top 10 so far for him this season. Gavin's has, well, had a number, including a win. He's the man on fire today, it seems.
Yeah, he's striking the ball absolutely beautifully, giving himself plenty of chances. Just keep hitting the greens. Name of the game. Well, that was a very good swing, very positive follow through. I tell you what, too much club, blocked it a little bit as well. Left himself a tricky putt coming back now.
Got to say, we're blessed with the weather, aren't we, John?
Oh, it's absolutely stunning, really is. Beautiful to be here. I mean, nice bit of breeze as well, especially on par threes. Very awkward with par threes because you hit the ball relatively high. So unfortunately, that wind can play a lot of havoc with that ball.
Putt.
Oh, my goodness. When it's going that pace and it doesn't drop, it beggars belief. It really does. I mean, how on earth it can stay above?
I hope that's not the difference between top 60 and not top 60, but the way he's going, I think he's looking nailed on. I mean, he's in the top 10. He's only had one other top 10, but he's in the top 10 right now. That should be enough cash, you would have thought, to propel him to the Tour Championship.
Definitely. I think we'd have seen a bent putter over the knee if that meant anything else.
Well, he's in confident mode, isn't he, Daniel Gavins? But hopefully he should make his par from there.
Very upright posture here. Ripping it through. Great turn through the ball. Obviously playing with a nice little draw. Trying to hold it on. Ooh.
That's okay there.
That's okay. That's quite a simple chip he's left himself there. He'd be fancying that one.
O'Neill also with a fairly straightforward looking chip.
Oh, he's quit on that and he knew it.
Well, you can understand the pressure he's under today. I mean, you start the day with a 3-shot lead. It's down to 1, and it's not just about winning for him. He really needs that top 5, otherwise he won't be off to Prince's.
No, he won't. Hopefully, the game's not too cruel for him. It doesn't slip through his fingers.
He's obviously a terrific sportsman, you know, to be on the books of Wigan Athletic. I think he actually was on the books as well for the Wigan Warriors Rugby League team too.
Whoa.
So he's obviously a bit of a sporting freak, because his golf isn't too bad.
He's definitely got the build for the rugby league. I wouldn't mess with him, would you, Richard?
No. Great judgment of pace, that. Still an awkward little one left.
And not the ones you want to be leaving yourself around here, especially with the amount of borrow that's left in them. Popped up nicely, run out. Not bad at all. Quite a simple, straightforward chip there. Like you said, Richard, he's just happy with that one. But this is a must for O'Neill. A lot to ask. Just made a great save on the previous hole. Can he do it again? Oh.
Putter couldn't bail him out this time.
Just pace kept that out though, Richard, I think.
Does mean we've got a 3-way tie now. It could get even tighter at the top. Harris to set the clubhouse target at 7 under. So it looks like he's going to be the 3rd player to finish at 6 under par after Copland and Hepworth.
I think no. It's breathing a sigh of relief knowing that Prince's is on the door now.
Yeah. Plan his journey. Very good bogey-free round.
Give too many away, Mr. O'Neill. Put it in. That's it. Good man.
Well, so much at stake, and we've got a cracking finale, haven't we, on the back 9 here at the Clipper Logistics Championship. It's a 3-way tie at the top of the leaderboard. Don't rule out the likes of Armitage or Uzzle yet, but it's Gavins, O'Neill and Henstock in a 3-way share.
I'm joined by Eagle Orchid Scottish Masters champion Oliver Farr. Ollie, did you feel a win was overdue this season after a runners-up finish and 3 other top 10s already?
Yeah, I've been coming close the last few events, and it was nice just to get over the hurdle, if you like. So yeah, I've sort of felt my game has been good enough to win. It's just making the right time, and Montrose was good.
Do you think having quite an aggressive strategy at Montrose helped you?
With links course, it can be different. I went very, very aggressive, hit driver everywhere pretty much, just because I felt that was the right play. So yeah, it was good. It worked out for me. I put myself in some tricky situations, but it was on the whole, I made a lot of birdies, and at the end of the day, that was what was needed.
Is driver a club you're normally really confident with?
Yeah, I have to admit my game's built around my driving. I work quite hard to get my swing where it needs to be, and I sort of can fall back onto a driver.
when in sort of tricky situations, which is nice.
And how did you feel heading into the playoff?
I was a little bit scrambled. I had lost my lead, which was not the best thing to do, and then I worked just trying to calm myself down and get back into the moment, if you like.
And did any thoughts of your lost playoff at Roe Allen Castle creep into your mind at any point?
It did. It actually spurred me on, to be honest. I think at Roe Allen I was a little bit inexperienced in that situation, and I sort of didn't adapt well in the playoff. I was waiting around for the playoff, and I wasn't in the right frame of mind. But then going into Montrose, I've refocused and really fought hard to stay focused during the playoff, where I didn't feel I did at Roe Allen. So it did help, but it did cross my mind as well. So.
What are your thoughts heading into the Tour Championship at Prince's?
Looking forward to it. I played some good golf on links courses this year. Just missing out on the Open, obviously winning at Montrose. So yeah, it's a course I'm looking forward to play. My dad's and a lot of people talked about it, and they said it's really, really good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck, and hopefully you can push on and secure that Challenge Tour spot.
Thank you very much.
Well, my tips for this week is plain and simple. This golf course is relatively short. Everyone's going to be kind of hitting big drives or long irons to places where they're going to be hitting a lot of wedge play. Lob wedges, sand wedges, pitching wedges, all that malarkey. I'm going to give you some examples on how to play your wedge shots into these greens so you don't get into too much trouble. You know, say you got a tier and it's running fast, it's very soft and it's very spinny. You want something to come in that's going to go high and just go boom, like that and do nothing. I mean, Tiger Woods is obviously extremely good at this situation. What I like is keeping very simple, but it's all about pace. Don't get too rushed into this shot. This shot is all about landing it softly and not doing anything. The more aggressive you are into it, the more spin you're going to generate, and it can back up and come away from the hole, unless you want to be flamboyant and put on a show and send it 10 foot past and spin it back and look pretty cool. Anyway, this is how I would do it. More central, hands forward. I'm going to keep my weight more on my left hand side and be very shallow through the ball and be very gentle. And that there is how you do it. One hop, stop. Now it comes to the big one where you fly it all the way and it goes boom, like this. Now this is a bit more effort involved. I like to stand a bit taller on this one. Hands forward again, kind of same philosophy, but I can be a bit more aggressive. As you can see, my divot is very shallow, especially for a lob wedge. Now you're going to see a little bit more of a divot. And that's gone a lot higher. Not going to have as much spin, just going to go boom, boom. Now this one, now we're going for the spin shot. Now you're going to see the divot in a whole new meaning. Here we go, steeper, further back in my stance slightly, hands forward, really going to generate some spin. And I tell you what a crowd pleaser. That's how I would do it. Well, these are my 3 shots. First one, one hop stop. Second one, boom, boom, didn't move a muscle, hardly, I should say. And the other one, a little bit of backspin, not as much as I wanted, but you can see the difference in the way the balls came in. Now Tiger Woods, best in the world at controlling the spin on greens and around the greens. I mean, his wedge play is phenomenal. Now, the winner this week, or the top 5 players, top 10 players, are gonna have to be amazing at their wedge play. And the ones that are awesome will come out on top.
Well, back to the action in the final round at Moor Allerton of this Clipper Logistics Championship. 3 co-leaders, of course, at 9 under. Daniel Gavins, Ryan O'Neill, and this man, Billy Hemstock. John, you made that look pretty easy again.
Well, you get in a bit of a groove sometimes. You get inspired by watching these guys. I mean, I was watching these guys earlier on in the morning and they were just ripping out the flags, and I just couldn't help but follow suit.
Well, that was pretty good control, wasn't it? Pat on the back as well there for Billy. Who's going to blink first amongst the 3 co-leaders?
Well, this is a question everyone would love to know, but I mean, this guy is on a crest of a wave right now. I mean, was unlucky at Montrose not to get the win, lost in a playoff, and now he's there again. I mean, this guy obviously got the bit between his teeth, a natural sportsman, like we were saying, Richard. And, you know, this guy has been playing some great golf. But look at that. Oof. When you've been missing a few, you don't want to keep leaving yourself, and unfortunately, that's what happens.
It's a good birdie chance, this 12th, but unfortunately, I'm not sure what the lie was like there for Gavin's, but given the way it's come out, I would suggest it might have been a little bit plugged.
Yeah, a bit of a fried egg, unfortunately. I think, yeah, that had a lot of release.
This for the lead then for Billy Hemstock for the first time today. The outright lead, that is. He misses as well.
He was up and out of that one extremely quick. Gavin's for a birdie. His 12th hole is a bit of a gimme, but there was a little jump there. Look at that. That has killed the ball.
Well, he's struggling for par now.
My goodness, can you hardly believe it? Didn't see that coming.
He has putted pretty well today, O'Neill. Another solid stroke there. He's in a... You feel out of the three of them, he's the one in the awkward position, isn't he, O'Neill? Because, you know, you start that day, 3-shot lead, you know, God knows what was going through his mind all night last night about how he would go out there. And for the likes of Gavin's, it was right, attack, I'm going to chase him down, I'm going to chase him down, and, you know, he's come out with the results.
It was like Farr said earlier, it's just, you know, you got to switch on. It can either inspire you to go on and turn the corner and go on to great things and rack in a load of birdies and come out the champ, but, you know, it is a big mental game out there, especially when you've had a 3-shot lead going into the final day.
Well, a day to forget, unfortunately, for Rory McGee. All the way back at 3 under par now. Latest bogey coming at the last hole, the 10th. Safely on the dance floor there, though. Ball slightly above his feet here, Ryan O'Neill.
Yeah, you can be quite steep if you're not careful and get a bit of a flare when the ball's above you, especially in rough. I'm going to have to hopefully judge this one to perfection, and he has. That's very good from there. Bit of the old through it to keep the energy levels on a par.
Well, expecting big things, weren't we, today from George Woolgart? Hasn't quite happened for him.
It's a big bendy one. He's got to slow down, or is that bunker's lurking? And it's there. He's on the beach. A little awkward one as well. Not much green to work with for Woolgart on that bunker shot. McGee, can he turn the tide? Oh, hallelujah.
First birdie of the day.
Oh, I bet he's like, where has that been all my life?
Nice position for Gavin's here at 13.
Another wedge in hand. Go with the slope, little fade in towards the flag. Control the spin. That's a great golf shot. Couldn't leave himself an easier putt there. I fancy him over that one.
Well, the lead 9 under. Payne only 3 back.
He's got to start something though. And unfortunately, never up, never in. If you're hungry for it and you need it, you've got to be aggressive with those putts. It's easier said than done, I know, but you've got to make the effort.
Get him, get him.
Excellent bunker shot from Billy Hemstock.
Yeah, great touch around the greens there. Great touch. Hours and hours of practice, guys. Take note.
Well, Woolgar's #1 position under threat, isn't it? Given the way Daniel Gavin's is playing today, the man closest to him on the rankings.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Gavin is in a mega form mode at the moment and taking out the flags that we've seen so far today. On the crest of a wave. Wouldn't put it past him, racking in a few more birdies as well. I think he will catch Woolgar. I got a feeling, you know, the guy's playing some good golf. Woolgar just doesn't seem himself today. But I mean, you know, he's so steady though, Woolgar. I mean, he's not going to make a lot of mistakes, but Gavin's is going to come out and just you know, take on the birdies.
Well, 3 birdies, 3 bogeys in Woolgar's round, but this man, after dropping a shot at the second, has been nothing short of excellent. And this has got another chance.
I tell you what, now that is a serious putt, and that was a lot more bend than what I actually initially thought. I thought he left himself pretty much the most simplest putt you could ask for on that green, but my goodness.
Well, the local lad, you can hear the support he's getting. He's in front on his own now, 10 under par, which means the likes of Payne, 4 back now at 6 under.
Get a good lie down there. Here we go again. Big dog leg 14. Absolute monster. Trees come into play. I don't know if he would have taken it over the trees off his tee shot, but he's left himself with not much in, which says he's hit a monster drive.
Well, you were saying he's a big hitter.
He is a very big hitter. Adds a lot of loft to the club when he's at setup, but really de-lofts it coming through. Very strong upper body and rips the ball straight through, and great ball flight on it. So yeah, I'm expecting big things from Gavins.
Marcus Armitage going along very nicely at 8 under. This is tee shot at 15. And just had birdies at 12 and 13. And stopped to try and join Gavins at the top of the leaderboard.
A few little jumps there. Has it killed it? Oh, that's a great pace putt from long distance. I'm sure these people around the green are looking at it going, God, how come they make it so easy? I went out the other week and I shot 92.
And that was just the front nine.
That was just the front nine.
Yeah, well hold.
Great
And it's
putting.
important, isn't it, for O'Neill just to stick around now. He's no longer the leader. He's now the one chasing.
There we go. Lefty. Has he got the Mickelson flair? See what he's got. And I tell you what, Mickelson won't be too disgusted with that one. Very nicely played.
Yep, no birdie chance coming up for Payne. Armitage with another birdie opportunity.
And this is a great par 3 on the region of 200 yards long. Really demanding tee shot.
Oh, how's that stayed out?
And I tell you what, a 2 on this hole. My goodness.
Well, he's 8th
Great
on the
two.
order of merit, so I mean, he's now just 2 shots off the lead, looking to get in that top 5.
You know, he's feeling it. He's got the bit between his teeth. He knows he's in with a chance of winning this this order of merit.
Oh, you wait all day for a birdie. 2 in 2 holes for McGee.
It's not fair, is it? He's probably thinking, well, typical, you're bound to happen now, aren't you?
Well, it's been an up and down day, as we were suggesting, for Woolgar, just to avoid getting down again.
I tell you what, he keeps his head very still, and on that occasion, just move that little bit. Every time I see him on the putter green, he's really focused on keeping his head dead still. That time it just wanted to come up a little smidge. Straight away missed it to the right.
Important, that for Greg Payne. Keeps him in with a sniff hit.
Gavins for another birdie. Could he hole another one? Could he hole another one? Oh my goodness. That hole must be the size of a bucket. He's holding everything. Fair play.
Yeah, incredible round of golf, isn't it, for Daniel Gavins. 5 birdies and an eagle he's had so far today. And right now he's looking good for a 2nd EuroPro Tour win of the season. His lead at the Clipper Logistics Championship, now 2 shots. He's 11 under.
I'm here chatting with Greg Payne. Greg, you've made a really good start this week. Is Moor Allerton a course that suits your eye?
So far so good. Yeah, I just played nicely yesterday. I holed some putts, which was nice. Yeah, I just enjoyed myself yesterday. It's a nice parkland course. I grew up on parkland, so you know, touch wood, everything should be okay for the next 2 days.
It's your rookie season on the PGA EuroPro Tour. How have you found it so far?
Awesome, I'm loving it. I love it. I'm really pleased with the decision I made to turn pro. Yeah, I'm just loving it. That's it. Yeah.
Has there been anything that surprised you about being a pro golfer?
No, this is pretty much how I thought it would feel, or wished it could feel. Yeah, it's fantastic. The courses we're playing this year are great. Played some really nice courses, even like this week. This used to be a European Tour event. I think a guy called Sevi Ballesteros played here, I think, you know. So that's pretty cool walking in his footsteps, definitely.
And you've already had some really good results, shown great consistency. Has that surprised you that you've taken to it so well immediately?
In my mind, in the coach's mind, we wanted to get a game where it was consistent, because that's where we kind of thought we could build a good game from. So the last 2 years I've been working on getting to this point. So it's yes, it's surprising, but again, you know, when you're working towards something, you know it's nice when it pays off. So yeah.
And you mentioned the last couple of years, your amateur career there, you were involved in the England setup. Was that big in your development?
That was awesome. I mean, the experiences they give you are incredible. You know, I went to Prague for the European boys, and then in my last year as an amateur, I went to Peru. I mean, not many people get to play golf in Peru. That was such an experience, you know, playing on different grasses, playing against the best players in Europe as an amateur.
And I believe you've played a little bit with Matthew Fitzpatrick, the US amateur champion this year.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was cool. I mean, Matt's a great kid. He's always smiling. We're kind of similar in that sense. I'm glad to see him doing well because, you know, he was doing a lot of schooling when I was playing with him. So it was great to see the rewards because he's a good kid. He works hard at his game, so I'm pleased for him.
And just back to this week, your name's at the top of the leaderboard after the first round. How are the emotions? It's the first time you've been there.
Not too worried at the moment because there's 36 holes left. There's still a lot of golf to be played. But no, it's exciting. You know, I've always kind of started slow and then, you know, jumped up the leaderboard. So it's nice that I'm not the chaser for once. I can kind of relax a little bit, I guess. So.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Greg.
Anytime.
Right, this is a 15th, par 3, 200 yards long it is, bang on the button. Now the pin today is tucked on that left hand side. Now no more than a couple of feet past that pin is this slope and it just gets so severe and it goes down into this bunker and then you're left with such a fiddly, handsy little delicate beauty that you're going to have to play to get it close. Now this green slopes from right to left from start to finish and it is a lovely hole, it really is. You've got to aim at dead centre and take your medicine. Now slightly downhill, wind is off the right, I can feel the breeze. I got that hole-in-one vibe going on, you know. I've had one, so I fancy another. I mean, if it did go, I think I'd strip off and run naked. Anyway, here we go. Now, I tell you what, it's drawing in from the right-hand side. And I tell you what, he's played an absolute cracker. Let's go up there and have a look what I've got left. Well, this is where I finished, like you've seen. Now, final day's pin position is going to be right there. Now, I'm in the fatter part of the green there, very happy. Place I think you should be. Now, as you come towards the flag, if you want to get your ball up by the stick, everything comes into play. Bunker to the left, bunker to the right. You've got a big swell going down in there. It gets really, really tight. I mean, you've got to have, you know, if you're going to take it on, you've got to be really courageous because it is getting a really fiddly and it's over 200 yards long. Let's not forget that. Now, if you come back into the fatter part of the green, like I've put my ball here, you left yourself like a 20, 25 footer. And it's a pretty straight putt, but these boys don't know the line yet because they haven't played this pin position yet, but let's give it a go. Now, I tell you what, that's not bad, it's not bad. But I tell you what, they'd love to see what I've just learnt there because they're not playing it yet. But that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Well, you did say there were bunkers left and right. Well, Daniel Gavins, our leader, has missed it. This green, that is, and he played a delightful bunker shot. There's still some work for his par. A few shots in the lead right now.
Yeah, it's a very clever green. That one really runs off on you.
Little fluffy lie here for Ryan O'Neill.
Tell you what though, to be in the rough and be able to get a wood at it, that says he must have had a cracking lie. And he played an absolute beauty. He squirted that one out, come in steep, got in between the grass and the ball. Really popped that baby out there. I mean, look at those arms, man. That'll get through anything. It's actually a long iron.
Yeah, this par 5 12th. He was playing one of the easiest holes on the course, and these two, well, they could do with something to kickstart their round. Now, trailing Gavins by a couple, and both will have eagle putts.
Yeah, they will. Tell you what, one of them holds it and the other one misses. Ooh, we're in for a nice little tight finish.
Payne at 13. 420 yards is par 4.
Oh, he's played an absolute beauty. Little draw, ball was above his feet, he's just played with it. Gone with the grain, and absolute cracker.
Well, we can't rule Armitage out of things right now, can we? I mean, he could do with to get to double digits, really. 3 holes left, including this one. And that's going to be a tough ask to make birdie there.
Yeah, Armitage comes across as a player, he's got kind of that lazy posture, like a bit of an Angel Cabrera, and then just rips it through with the upper body onto his line. A really attractive, good striking swing. I mean, a lot of game that Mr. Armitage has got.
Solid. Excellent up and down from the bunker from Daniel Gavins. Stays in front by 2, but his closest pursuers are both on the par 5 12th and 2.
Yeah, no, look at this one. Big putt for Eagle. Big putt. You're going to swing for him. Well, that's got slowed down. Whoa, ball. Left himself a little juicy 6-footer coming back.
Big swing on this one for Payne.
Yeah, we've seen it from the other point from where Gavins was. This is way outside the hole and just hit it too hard straight through it. Play such a good hole. Great tee shot, great second. Left yourself not much of a putt and don't go in. It messes with your mind.
Well, what a difference this could make for Ryan O'Neill.
They've both been so aggressive with their first putts and left themselves a lot of work to do.
Go.
Well,
Go.
he said early on that he wanted it to go, knew he hadn't
Bang
hit
on,
hard enough.
bang on.
Right on line as well.
Trouble is he knows what kind of putt he's left himself. Lightning fast.
Billy Hemstock gets to 10 under.
Very confident stroke. Boy.
Now can O'Neill do the same? Oh dear.
It just looked like it jumped a little bit on him, I'm not sure.
Got to 3 putt from where he was.
Oh no, this unfortunately rubs salt in the wound. 2 great golf shots.
Well, it's hard to get the perspective that you're still in the hunt with half a dozen holes to go. He's only 2 back, but that will hurt him.
Oh, look at that. A silent assassin coming up and through, and you don't know he's going to be there, but he will be there, Mr. Walgart. What a player.
Yeah, throwing as many birdies as bogeys at the course today. Now Gavins. Just saw Armitage come close for birdie at this hole.
16, you can really flirt with this bunker. It's kind of 265 off the tee. Now you can lay up or get your driver out and smack it over it, but then you've only left yourself in the region of like 70-75 yards in. I mean, it is a very good hole. You know, it's all about the tee shot. If you can get that away, you set yourself up nicely.
Well, he's having a terrific finish, isn't he, Rory McGee?
Go on.
Birdie 12, 13, par 14, and I think we'll give him that one.
Well, that is that's going to be a nice little birdie on 14 there for him. There we have it.
O'Neill, he could do with one of those that we just saw from McGee. Just something to give him the confidence going into these closing holes.
Big high, land it soft, run down a bit more, run down a bit more. As we've seen, that one's going to have a lot of break on it.
400 yards, the 17th. Terrific drive down there from Marcus Armitage.
Now this green is helter-skelter. There's a lot of humps and hollows. You find a nice flat bit to put the pin. But you can hit a big drive down there and leave yourself with virtually nothing in, like 50 yards in, but then it's really, really fiddly. And this green slopes from back to front with the left to right on it. That's a good putt, very good putt. Now with his length, I wouldn't be surprised if he could get close to the 17th.
Problems for Payne at 14. Got his second shot into the trees. His third played through the trees, and his fourth, well, it's on the putting surface.
I'm not happy with that. Looked like he quit on that one. Tell you what, hold your horses, Bull, hold your horses.
Go on.
Oh,
Well, that's one way to stop it, isn't it? Hit the hole.
What a putt.
Well, that is huge. Gets him into a share of the lead, Billy Hemstock, at 11 under.
Oh, what a great birdie.
Oh, and that's a pretty good escape for a 5 in the end for Payne.
Oh, flying in now. He can't believe his lucky stars. He's like, oh my goodness.
He was staring double in the face there, wasn't he, O'Neill?
Let's see if he can give it enough break. We know how much it's going to turn.
Never.
No way.
Can't believe how much it has moved, can he?
Just shows you how good Gavin's putt was earlier on.
Well, McGee's been flying. 3 birdies in his last 4 holes.
He's making the game look easy. Can he do it again? Stop there, stop there. There's that little slope. Stop. And it has. He's left himself about a 25-footer. One I demonstrated earlier. Oh,
That's sensational.
chucking in darts. That was a great shot.
Oh, Billy Hemstock suddenly is looking like the man.
Oh yeah, I do. I think he's your one to beat. When you get that vibe, very comfortable, very relaxed, going at your own pace, you know, you're in your own zone, he looks very comfortable.
This has got to go in for Armitage. I mean, there's nothing you can do about the guys behind him.
And then if you can get this one, no. Ah, I tell you what, he's got 18 par 5 to come. 2 monster shots, get on the green, hole it, get to 10 under. Ooh, you never know.
O'Neill hasn't had a birdie since the 5th, and he's still waiting. No shortage of birdies in recent holes for this man, though.
Good pace, good pace. Oh, my goodness. Well, he's had some great putts in the recent holes, but crikey, that was just to add to it.
With this for the outright lead for Billy Hemstock. Oh, what a wonderful chance missed.
He's just out of that so quickly there, Richard. He looks so relaxed. Look at that.
Yeah, it's good to see, isn't it? Despite missing a putt like that, still can walk away with a smile. Here's the man he's sharing the lead with.
We've seen some great shots. Can he do another? Oh, he can.
He's just been firing at the flags all day long, hasn't
He's
he?
just making it look easy. He really is. He's been playing superb golf.
2-shot gap between him and Hemstock and the rest now.
And that is an absolute beautiful golf shot. Straight down the throat of the flag.
Just needs a birdie from somewhere, doesn't he, Ryan O'Neill?
Yeah, he needs to get in a nice little run now. This is it. 15, 16, 17 and 18. Especially 16, 17. Real good opportunities for birdies. And then you've got an 18th hole par 5, which obviously anything can happen. Well, here we go. He's on the
10th tee there.
He is indeed just coming over the little thing. He obviously didn't want to drop it. That is perfectly played as well.
Well, it's going to be surely a birdie finish for Marcus Armitage. chip in, maybe.
He had the right idea, good posture, he had hands forward, he's in a bit of rough, he played it nice and rigid. Just didn't judge it right.
Armitage then to finish off his round with a birdie. Well played. Well, it might not be enough to win it, but after that double bogey at the par 3 4th hole, it's been an excellent response from Armitage. And he's got a shot, hasn't he, going into the Tour Championship of getting into the top 5.
Oh, without question. I mean, he's played some great golf this year. He showed what he's made of.
Another missed opportunity for Billy Hemstock.
I mean, these greens have been played on all day. This is a final group. They're going to get a little bumpy. And that one there, about halfway, just a little jump. You know, a lot of people have been walking on them.
Well, the news is Daniel Gavins has knocked in his birdie putt at the 17th, so he's one ahead now of Billy Hemstock in the race to win this Clipper Logistics Championship. Now, Tony, he's bumped into a familiar face around these parts.
Thanks very much. Yes, we bumped into Jeffrey Boycott. Jeffrey, good to see you. How's your golf? Well, we've come down here on the range. We've seen you hit a couple of balls. It looks good, I have to say.
Comes and goes. I were a bit better at batting.
We've been talking quite a bit about Yorkshire today on the show. 5 of the winners on the EuroPro Tour this season are from Yorkshire. I know it's, listening to your commentaries, I know it's a recurring theme of yours, the sporting talent in this county, but yes, golf-wise, it's really impressive at the moment.
Well, we've got 4 guys on the England Tour as well. And we always tell them at cricket, when Yorkshire's strong, England is strong. And there are a lot of golf courses around here. Kids work hard. I mean, this particular area, there's Moor Allerton, but there's Moortown just across the road that had the first Ryder Cup in England. The first one, 27, was in America, but the 29 was at Moortown. Then you've got Old Woodley, which is a fantastic course. There's Mackenzie, one of the great designers again. And just up the road towards Harrogate, you've got Panel, where a lot of championships are played for boys, girls, amateurs and so forth, and that's a tough course. Lots of big bunkers there that lose you and me in them.
Well, there's plenty of Yorkshire talent on display today. Jeffrey, we'll let you get back to the range. I might watch the next couple of swings and get a couple of tips as well.
I don't think so. Speak to him, the pro.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
Welcome back to Moor Allerton Golf Club. This is the par 5 18th, and earlier Johnny Morgan took a closer look at what's in store for the pros.
Here we are, final destination, 18th hole, elevated tee box. I'm all the way down here. I've hit it about 320 yards off the tee. With the elevation, obviously all counts, it's come a long way. Now I'm left with an absolute cracking approach shot to this par 5. Now if I take it on, I got in the region of about 230, 240 into this green. Now water short, bunker just over the water, massive green, that's all slopey, and about 20 feet over the green is out of bounds. Now layup zone, if you want to, it's going to leave yourself about 130 yards in, you know, so if you're going to take it on, just make sure you do it properly, and like you say, ooh, there's wins. Now these guys are coming down here, wanting their 10 grand, wanting to get on the Challenge Tour, and they got to pull it out of the bag. Now I'm going to try one, balls below my stance, pins on the right, you know it's going to fade, middle of the green, and let it drift. Let's see what I got. Come on. Cut, baby, cut. Have you got the legs? Have you got the legs? No, he hasn't. Well, I've come up short, I'm in the bunker, but I prefer to be in a position like this than 120, 130 yards out into a green like this. This green is very big, very slopey. As you can see, pin is on the right-hand side today, and a big dip at the back of the green. I'm going to play this baby for you. You know, 20, 25 yards to go, uphill, bit of a lip, but as you do in bunker play, you open your stance, you counteract with the club face being open, you know, onto your target and keep it shallow. And I tell you what, anything just short of this pin would be lovely. And I tell you what, I haven't played a bad one. That would have probably come up about 10, 15 feet short of the pin, uphill, left to right, chance for a birdie.
Yeah, not bad. I take it Daniel Gavins would take getting a birdie pad at this hole. Important to get the drive away first, though.
The way he's playing, I think he can do a damn sight better than that. said 10, 15 feet, but that was more like 25.
And steady on. Well, I mean, his backswing surely is going to be impeded there.
Yeah, he's going to have to take his medicine there. There's no going for the green end two.
No. Hemstock on the 16th tee. Where's this one heading as well?
This is down the right as well. Ooh.
Oh, well,
There's a bunker there.
both our leaders in a spot of bother.
Right, Mark Post. He's got to jam this out.
Yeah, just have to take his medicine, as you said.
Down right there, Richard. Had to do it. Now then, come on, Hemstock. In the rough. Pound it out with a wedge. Coming in really high here. My goodness. Lost it in the clouds.
Well, it's so tantalisingly poised, isn't it? O'Neill also getting close to the trees here at 16.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, O'Neill's just kind of let it slip, and it's so hard to get it back. It really is, when it feels like it's going away from you.
Played a good shot there, though, hasn't he? I mean, he had to keep that low because of the trees, and at least he's given himself a birdie chance. So you don't know, Gavins, I know he's 3 ahead at the moment of O'Neill, and obviously 1 ahead of Hemstock, but maybe not going to make the most of this 18th hole.
Here we go. He's got a strong wedge in his hand, maybe a 9-iron. Looks well back, coming in hot though.
Steady.
I tell you what, not a hard chip. He's left himself a little flopper onto the edge and let it run out.
McGee at 17 now.
McGee has been playing some great golf in the closing holes. Another one.
Yeah, another chance for him there. He's had top 10s in the 3 of his last 4 tournaments on the EuroPro, so he's ending the season really well. Now Hemstock is for birdie.
Has he? Ooh, whoa. Nice putt on the last. I'm sure he can knock that one in as well.
Well, you don't know. I mean, up and down maybe for the win. 12 under, would that be good enough?
I don't know. I think he's going to have to hold it. I think Hemstock's got the bit between his teeth.
Good shot though. But
That's a great shot.
I mean, we've had playoffs in what, 4 of the last 6 EuroPro Tour events, and right now you'd be saying maybe favourite for 5 and 7.
Oh, definitely. It's a great chip by Gavins under the pressure. All his friends watching. Unfortunately for O'Neill, still not happening.
Now, can he pop it in? Well, what an excellent final round that is. A 64. Best of the day so far, probably won't be beaten. Is it enough though? 12 under, leads by 1 right now.
What a scorecard, Richard. What a scorecard.
I mean, and I say he shot 63 when he won, you know, Dale Hill a few weeks back. So,
unbelievable round of golf.
well, it's clear now, isn't it? I mean, Hemstock might not be aware of it just yet, but he needs to make at least a birdie in the closing couple of holes to force a playoff.
Yeah, there's McGee again. Put it. Yeah, good putt. Now, the good thing is about Hemstock, he knows what he needs to do, and that is plain and simple. He knows he needs a birdie. And that pretty makes your mind up what you're going to do on the hole. And here comes our older merit leader, Woolgar. What's he got in store for us? A great golf shot. Bang on the yardage required. Out of rough, not easy to do. Great shot.
Perfect drive for Hemstock at 17. If you were going to favour him getting a birdie, it would be probably at 18, but if he can finish birdie, really could take it. Not being the day that Stiggy Hodgson would have wanted. Just the 1 birdie so far today, 4 drop shots.
Oh, he's holding a lovely putt to finish. And I tell you what, he'll be happy with that. I mean, bittersweet taste in his mouth, unfortunately.
But you feel like a win's coming for Stiggy. He can't keep being up there every week and not chalk one off eventually.
Well, he's a good player. He's a, you know, adrenaline junkie. Absolutely loves it. You know, loves being in the mix. Yeah, the win is on the doors.
But he's guaranteed his Challenge Tour card, George Walker. Another excellent week from him. Up up and down round, but more birdies than bogeys in the end.
Yeah, great, strong tournament for George, even though we haven't seen him up there a lot this week, but
he might lose his #1 position. Depends what happens here. Hemstock with a chance to tie up Daniel Gavins, who's second on that order of merit.
Yeah, we know what this green is like. Has he got it? Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Oh, it looked like it had enough.
So now we know. A birdie at the last, playoff.
Yeah.
Eagle, he wins it. Par, and it's Gavins' championship.
Well, this is going to be great to see. I can't wait to see what he does.
Because Eagles are a possibility. Greg Payne here has hit the dance floor in 2.
I'll tell you what, he's given that a rip. Has he got the pace right? Go on. Oh, great putt from distance there. Great putt from distance.
Another consistent week for him.
It comes down to this drive, and it's all about position A off the tee. You've got to give it a good old clout if he's going to get there in 2. Oh, he likes it. Straight down for the tee. And there's a little downslope on the left-hand side. If he catches it, there it is. Absolutely going to run like a Cheshire cat.
Steady.
Did I say that right, Richard? Cheshire cat, is that allowed?
Well, I think Cheshire cats run, don't they?
Yeah.
But I don't think round these parts they would like it too
no,
much. They'd like a Yorkshire cat,
A
wouldn't
Yorkshire cat, I'll rephrase, yes.
Well, what a terrific end to the round from Rory McGee. Wasn't looking pretty after 10, but in the end he shoots a level par score.
Yeah, what a topsy-turvy day for Mr. McGee there. But level par. He'd have definitely taken that after those first 9 holes. A great 2-putt, lovely birdie to finish.
Also rounded a level par today.
2 interesting rounds of golf there in that group.
A little unlucky, I thought, here, Hemstock.
He's having a pop at it.
One roll away from being on the fairway.
But he's probably got a great lie. It looked like it was sat up so nicely. Look at the height he's got on that ball. Come on, that's got to go. Oh, what a shot. Sit down a little bit.
Oh, again, a little unlucky.
Oh.
But, I mean, that's not a difficult up and down, is it? I mean, the situation's going to make it difficult, but under normal circumstances, it wouldn't be.
No, it's not. And I tell you what, well, come on. Stiff this one for us, Mr. Neil.
Well, right now, he's inside that top 5, which is, you know, the second goal of the week, apart from winning, to be in the top 5, to make the Tour Championship. Stay there. Yeah, that's okay.
It's okay, but I do think, I mean, there are 2 fantastic shots from Hemstock there to get it all the way back, and now this is for it, obviously.
Well, chip in to win it.
I tell you what, I see him running around the green if this goes in. Good pace, run out, it's not going in, but where's it going?
Good touch, mate.
Yeah.
Not guaranteed, but
Cool.
you'd fancy him to make it.
It's the length you want for a birdie, that's for sure.
Now, Armitage is in at 9 under par, so 2 putts to be guaranteed to be tied for 3rd.
Yeah, big money changes, and I tell you what, that's a terrible putt. Sorry, Mr. O'Neill. Just adrenaline got the better of you there. Come on, hold this putt.
Yeah, start of the day, 3 shots in the lead. Well
Yes.
done. Well done. Well, he'll be off the Princes. Not the day he was hoping for. I mean, no birdies at all on the back 9, but it's still been a very good week for him. He'll remember his 25th birthday, okay?
Oh, yeah, 10 straight pars, but this is it.
Yeah, this to force a playoff with Daniel Gavins.
Yes. Oh, here we go. Straight into another putt. What a solid round of golf. Straight 5 under par. Very, very good indeed from start to finish.
So, extra holes required once again on the PGA EuroPro Tour. Daniel Gavins and Billy Hemstock after 54 holes, tied at 12 under par, 3 shots clear at the rest. It's a playoff at the Clipper Logistics Championship. So here we go, Gavins to go first.
We both know these guys have got the length to get there in 2, but Gavins looks like he's done it again.
Yeah, he leaked it right, didn't he, at the 54th hole?
Oh.
Identical. Now, It's in the lap of the gods.
Even further right this time.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's a vantage Hemstock, isn't it?
Yeah, this short, controlled swing will do the trick here.
And
Very compact.
Sorry, John. I mean, as we watch Hemstock's tee shot here, how much does it play into the mind of Gavins? He was in a playoff, of course, in the last tournament, the Scottish Masters. He lost that one, and now here he is again in a playoff.
He's just probably
That's
thinking...
an identical position as well.
I know, he's probably just thinking, why me? You know, me again. But no, as we can see now, there's going to be so much rubble in between him and the green. I mean, like you said earlier, he's just got to take his medicine and just put it out sideways.
But he's got to get it back onto the fairway. He's going above some trees there.
He's got the power to get it out. Look at the size of that divot he's just taken. Just
done
jamming it out
very
there.
well. Done very well.
Very well indeed. But advantage.
Yeah, he knows Hemstock can get there in two.
Yeah, he's obviously got a good lie again. Look at this. He's out with the hybrid. And I tell you what, he's seen that ball go off, and that is high. That's coming in nicely. Has he done it again? And he's done even better. He's held the green this time. What a great shot.
Well, from where he is in two, he's looking very good to make four, which means Gavins really has to get up and down here.
First of all, he's got to at least put it within like 10 feet. Make Hemstock think about it. Spin a little bit. That's a great shot. I'll tell you what, that would have looked good in the air. That was right over the stick.
Well, what an opportunity here, and a lovely round of applause for the players. The local boy, of course, Daniel Gavins, with most of the support, but Hemstock, you've got to give him every credit. Made birdie here at 18 in regulation play to force the playoff, and then he's hit two brilliant strokes again.
Oh, can't fault it. Here we go. Pace putt. Get close.
Oh, if that had gone in, that would have wrapped it all up there and then.
Ooh, I tell you what, there's a bit of work left in that one.
But Gavins has to make his too.
But this is typical match play situation right now. This is exactly what it comes down to. He's just ripped it straight through it. He knew it straight away. Up and out.
Well, that means that Billy Hemstock knows he's going to have a putt to win the Clipper Logistics Championship here. Just a par 5 for Daniel Gavins.
The stage is set, I think.
Yeah,
here we
I
go.
think Gavins knows it's going to be the Scotland all over again here. Brilliant. Brilliant from Billy. Hemstock's your winner. His first EuroPro Tour victory. He was made to work for it. It was a real ding-dong battle all day long at the top. Let's catch up with Tony.
Well, I'm here with Daniel Gavins, who has, of course, come second. Daniel, well played today, equalling the course record. You must have slightly mixed emotions at the moment. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great about my game. You know, I went, into the last round 5 shots behind the lead and just tried to attack every pin. I did that pretty well. Just struggled in the playoff again, but that's how golf goes, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Well, you had great support today, didn't you? In your home county, and they really enjoyed watching you. A big crowd all the way around.
Yeah. Well, I live 30 minutes away, so having home support, it's amazing. It can be a bit more nerve-wracking, but I managed to cope with it well.
Well, the consolation for Daniel Gavins is that second place finish has at least guaranteed his Challenge Tour card for next season, along with George Woolgar. Mark Lasky just outside that top 5, and Billy Hemstock's win takes him inside the top 10. Marcus Armitage, with another good week, stays at 8. Despite missing the cut, Jan Kaski finishes £13.05 above 61st place. Some of the rookies have gone well, haven't they, this season? Sebi Garcia, Stiggy Hodgson and Greg Payne. Nick McCarthy, the most consistent player on tour this season, without winning. But at Moor Allerton, it's all been about Billy Hemstock, the winner at the Clipper Logistics Championship.
Billy, well done. A very popular winner, and you beat a Yorkshireman in the playoff, so good cheer there. Congratulations on your round today. Bogey-free, a terrific performance.
Thank you very much. It's been been a tough few weeks now. I've been struggling with my form a bit, but I kind of came here with no expectations, and it's just been a fantastic week and great way to finish.
Tell us why it's been tough and how you've struggled over the last few weeks.
I think I played a lot. I played like 13 out of maybe 15 weeks and travelling kind of all over the place. So I got a little stale at the end, and it just makes you kind of take a look at what you're doing and kind of reset the dial towards the end of the season. And I did that well.
So this must feel fantastic. You've gone from 44th in the order of merit into the top 10. You've now got a really good chance to make the Challenge Tour.
Yes, there's still another tournament left, and I'm not really thinking about that. It's just nice to be playing some good golf. So hopefully I can continue doing that.
Well, absolutely. You're in the Tour Championship now. You're in the top 10. We'll look forward to seeing you at Prince's in a couple of weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Billy Hemstock.
So all to play for at Prince's in Kent for the lucky 60 players for the season finale, the 888poker.com PGA EuroPro Tour Championship. But from John Morgan and myself, Richard Kaufman, goodbye for now.